Okay, whoever designed this mask is a freaking idiot, okay? Like, why would you make this an actual blindfold instead of, like, mesh? Like, what the... Yo, dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighborhood JaxBlade is back, and this video was actually inspired by a client of mine because I've been a personal trainer and strength coach for the last over a decade now. I've been doing it for years. I get recertified every 2 years. I went to college for it, got my degree in it. It's just crazy. So I've been a trainer for a long time, or quote-unquote sensei, as most of my clients call me, which is just very honoring. And so one of my clients was asking me like, well, you're such a great sensei to us, like what do you think is the best sensei in fiction? And I was like, huh, that is a really good idea. Oh, you know, I need to take this shit out. Much better. But there are just so many different like types of senseis or trainers or mentors and stuff like that in media. So I asked y'all on my Twitter at JaxBlade Fitness and in my community tab, who are your personal favorite senseis in media? Like your fictional favorite like teachers, trainers, all that jazz. And y'all sent me a bunch. So today I decided to be basic and do a ranking of each of them and see which one do I consider like, you know, a god tier sensei versus like, okay, you're okay, versus, you know, a great sensei and all the other stuff. It was super fun to go through, very time consuming, but I want to thank you all for submitting. So if you feel like, oh, well, why wasn't this sensei in there? Why wasn't this teacher, all right? And why didn't you put it in there, all right? You had ample opportunities and I didn't see that name show up a lot of times. Like these are all ones I saw names of a lot of times, or names I saw like very frequently, or someone put a name in there. I was like, you know what, that would be actually funny. I'm gonna put that in there. So yeah, there you go. That's why I don't complain about it. Now I'm gonna be ranking these senseis on 3 categories on what I consider to be an absolute great trainer. Like these are the ones that just give you the best results all overall. So like A is going to be how much they actually boosted their students' abilities. So like how greatly did they boost their students' abilities, you know, like 1 out of 5, like how greatly they did without any like a hindrance because of it. So like that's the thing about it. It's just like how much did they boost them, but how much was it usable? It wasn't like, oh, I kept breaking myself over and over if I didn't give myself away with one of them. And then B is going to be how much they cared about their students, like generally cared about their students. And C is going to be how much they showed they cared about their students. And those are 2 very different things. People don't realize that. Those are 2 very different things. Because you can be like a drill sergeant and stoic as hell and never ever show emotion, but love your student more than anything. They would just never know. Like you just never ever show it to them. And having that affection there can make a world of difference in like changing the student's personality and stuff like that. Just like, you know, think of the most god tier sensei there is, like Iroh. Iroh is just like the quintessential, the perfect one, as I'll talk about later in this video. But yeah, like that is just like he gave nothing but love, he would support him, and he boosted the people in his life like crazy, not only physically but emotionally as well and all that stuff. So he is just the god tier sensei. But I already know that some people are gonna comment, enough with that soft bullshit, all right? My coach trained me to be the hottest motherfucker around, all right? He showed no mercy, and that made me so hard beyond belief and alpha that you cannot even compare, because I am a god now, all right? He beat the soft out of my body. There is no inkling of weakness in this body. So you take all that shit and you cram it, you bitch ass motherfucker. I'm a god, I'm an alpha motherfucker. But the thing about those people is they know good and goddamn well, even though they will never ever admit it, that if the person who raised them or trained them, who was always that hard on them, came up to them one day and was just like, hey, I want you to know I'm proud of you, right? Like, I know I've been like, you know, rough on you all these years and stuff like that, but I want to let you know that, like, genuinely, I am so proud of you, seeing you grow, seeing your accomplishments, like seeing everything that you've just done has just been so motivating to me. I never said it to you before, but I want to say it right now, all right? I am so proud of you. You have done so much, and I love you, kid, all right? You keep excelling, you rock. Then you know what happens? Their lips start doing the thing, they start looking around like, and then they just go, you know, man, he ain't that big, man. And then, you know, just they walk away, or get angry and storm off and walk away. And when they walk away, they start to tear up because that meant a lot to them and they never heard it until now, all right? So I've seen it, on God, I've seen that happen like at least 4 times in my life during like school and college and stuff like that, where people who were just so stoic and just like, I'm conditioned to be this way, had that happen. And then like they go off on their own and like, you know, it just, the emotions are overwhelming and they just don't know how to control it. So that is something I consider like a great teacher, if they constantly give you that so you can like, you know, perform better. Like, okay, if you excel at your sport, that's one thing, but what are you gonna do when that sport's over, and like your mental health? Like that's something I take a look at when doing this. So that's how I ranked most of these. Now, some of these I will say I did go a lot back and forth on. Like there are certain ones I'm like, they're set on, but there are other ones that I think if I think about them a bit more, I'll probably alter their adjustment later on. But for now, let's just get right into it, and thank you all for submitting. Let's go.
All right, so let's start this off. Now, this is one I was genuinely surprised by. I kept seeing people like put this guy from Kill la Kill, and it's just like, okay. I mean, I honestly, I love Kill la Kill. I haven't watched it since like 2014 or 15 again, but I love Kill la Kill as one of my favorites, like in top 20 and stuff like that. But I never really, I mean, I guess he did boost Ryoko's abilities, like help her be more confident and stuff, but it's just, I mean, if that's his student, if you want to do that, he was a bit like, yeah, you know what I mean, So I honestly, I would kind of put him in terrible. Honestly, I know he was okay with what he did, but like, you know, especially now, it's weird, man. It's weird. It was just weird, man. I'm just gonna be real. It just came off weird to me. So I'll say that. Aizawa Sensei, oh, he's easily great. Aizawa is so great because, like, even though he's strict and he, like, you know, he will give like crap to his students, like, oh, you should be doing this, or I'll burst you till you, like, you're working your ass off and you're gonna feel like crap when doing it. I still care about you. Like, when you saw him defend them in the season 1, or when you see like how he acts to them, like, you know, he genuinely cares about them. He's more of a drill sergeant, won't be like openly mushy about it, but yeah, he genuinely does care about the kids and he will want them to be improved, and he does show that he cares immensely every now and then, like in his own way. But yeah, he did boost a lot of the characters. Like, he boosted them, like, you've seen them grow throughout the series and how much they've got stronger with all the training camp. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely put you in great Sensei Aizawa. Akasame from Ryuzen Paku from Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. Yeah, definitely a great sensei. He boosted Kenichi so freaking much. He was able to help Kenichi just become a lot stronger, a lot more competent, and then just, you know, have that small, lean, pink muscle frame. I did a whole video on that. If you're interested, check out my Would That Workout on it, because I got tons of videos like that. So if you're interested in any of these characters' workout routines or training like these characters, I probably have done a video on it. So be sure to hit that bell icon and subscribe, because like I talked about these like numerous times before on this channel in depth. And yeah, even though he's a drill sergeant, he's very strict on Kenichi. He does show that he cares for the boy, and he does like care for him in his own way. He's just not like, you know, overly like, you know, proud parent with it, but he does care. All Might. Okay. I really would love to put him in God tier because he is such a great dad, like one of the best characters there is if you ever had like a dad character. But like, okay, so here's the thing. He boosted Deku immensely from where he started. That is no lie. And he helped Deku like get better. He helped him become more confident. He gave him the chance to become a hero. So that is all a lie. And he is also a great father figure and shows it. He also helps him a lot. But I think what's keeping me from keeping him in God tier is just like, okay, so Deku was like this way for a while. He trained him for 8 months, and he even said, I rushed you to get this form. But after a while, they still started training together, and like he never pieced together like, oh yeah, like you need to do this so you don't break your body. Like, how many times did Deku freaking end up breaking his body over and over? Like, he had the strength and power, but he would just like cripple himself every time. So as much as I love you, All Might, like, it was thankfully Gran Torino came along and showed him how to do that. So I will put you in great, because I feel like he gave him all the boost, he gave him all that stuff, but like I'll keep him from that because he did like cause a lot of like damage for Deku in the long run. It's just like, oh yeah, why don't you try doing it like this? Again, that is no shame on him. Like, anyone who is like, oh well, I think freaking All Might's got to. No, I think he is too. I just think that little thing right there as a trainer is just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put you here, like, because like I'm just looking at it for if I was like training my clients, right? And then like I boosted them up and made them strong, but every time they like did a lift, they like tore a muscle. So it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess that I wouldn't be as great as I want, even if I'm like, you know, helping him all the way. Even though he's doing great training the students at UA and like doing his best. Like, again, All Might is great, hence why he is a great sensei in the first thing. So yeah, love the dude. No one can take away from that. Anakin. I mean, Anakin and Clone Wars. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna definitely put him in good teacher. He was a good teacher to Ahsoka. Like, he did care about her. He did have her back when the Jedi Order like pulled that snidey shit. If you haven't seen Clone Wars, like, be sure to catch up. Like, it's a great series, even though I love the 2003 CG Genndy Tartakovsky one more. It's a great show. Anakin was a really good teacher, even though like there were some things where he became hypocritical and some things where he like let his anger get the best of him, and especially later on when he becomes Vader. So before all of that, I would definitely put him in good. Yeah, he was a good teacher. He was a good teacher to Ahsoka, so I'll say that. Yeah, that's my honest opinion for him. Apachai, he loves Kenichi. He will train him. He always shows he loves him, but he almost kills that boy like so many times, like when they're training. Like every time he's just like knockout punch, boom, ghost, knockout punch, boom, ghost. Not the most intelligent with his stuff, but he does have a good heart. So I'm gonna put him in good teacher. He's a good teacher to Kenichi. Yeah, definitely. All right, next up, Arnold. Yeah, you know what, Arnold. All right, unironically, if you watch Hey Arnold as a kid, but if you it was a great show, like it was a good show as a kid, but like if you rewatch it as an adult, there are so many like concepts and themes that you can just appreciate a lot more, and it was really mature for its age. And Arnold himself, like honestly, I feel like if I had a therapy session with Arnold, I feel like I like have a lot of like my issues cleared. Like Arnold is genuinely a great teacher. Like I'm not even BSing. Like I'm not even saying that with nostalgia bias because I don't have nostalgia goggles on for it. It is a genuinely good show, and rewatching the show as an adult, like again, if you are a person in your late teens or early 20s or 30s or anything like that, you remember watching Hey Arnold as a kid, rewatch it as an adult. Like there is so much like stuff that's like, wow, that is, I can apply that to my life. So Arnold is great. I wouldn't put him in God tier because there are certain times where he got a bit petty or like he let his ego get the best of him in certain episodes. But yeah, for most part, he's great. Like how he helped Chocolate Boy, how he helped Harold, how he helped like all the people in the not cul-de-sac, that's freaking Ed and Eddie, in his city and stuff like that, in his school. So yeah, and the fact that everyone, like when he stopped giving advice, they were like, oh, we effed up, we need Arnold's advice. So that was a great episode right there. But yeah, definitely Arnold is unironically a great sensei. That is good. He is a great teacher. Silver Fang, bang, from One Punch Man. Okay, so he is a great teacher because he boosts his skills. He did that, but he also made Garo. Like he made Garo into the character he is. Like, you know, like is it Garu or Garo? Garo. Because I'm gonna do that thing later on. Because like there are some people whose names are weird in the dub, like Gon and Gon. You know, like, and then like, you know, in freaking Naruto, where like some characters be like Naruto, and then freaking Sasuke every time be like Naruto. Every time, like I don't know why he would do it. Every time, like freaking Yurei Lowenthal would just be like Naruto. Every time. I'm sorry, I'm losing patience for what I'm doing, but this is a fun, casual conversation with y'all, and I like to get invested. But yeah, I'm gonna put he does care about his students. He does want more students, and he did boost them a lot. But okay, he did almost beat Gar. You know, I'm gonna put him in a good teacher. I think he is a good teacher, and he does boost you. But there are certain aspects where I'm like, okay, that could be a bit better. He definitely does care and stuff like that. But like the amount of time he shows it or like cared, like because there's other times where it's just like he has that freaking Wimblow guy with him, and he's like, yeah, he's an idiot. I'm sorry. So, yeah, I'll put you in good. Bruce Wayne. All right, well, this depends, like who he's training. First off, he's like, honestly, he did a lot of great work with Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Timothy Drake, Damian, freaking Barbara Gordon, and then, you know, Cassandra Cain, all of them. So he cares about them a lot. He is a bit strict, but there are certain times where his strictness, he like for instance, a great episode is in Young Justice, where he like notices Dick is having like a really bad time, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna go play basketball with him, so just so we can like work on hand-eye coordination and have fun, so you can have a childhood. And yeah, like most of the time I would say he's great. Yeah, he is great. He's strict, but he cares, and he boosted them immensely. Like people, if you trained under Batman, like you're like one of the top tier heroes, street level heroes in like freaking the DC comic universe. So that is definitely a bonus. Yeah, and he even though he is cold at times, like because like, it all depends on the writer too, because some writers will make him like, oh no, he was like this horrible person, but then other times he's done really well. So I'm just gonna put him in great. Beerus, I feel like Beerus is just okay, to be honest, because like every time it's just like, I feel like if I F up, he'll kill me. Like that's what when he's training Vegeta right now in the manga, it's just like, I'm not gonna train you, but if you want to follow along and see what I do, then yeah, you can watch and stuff like that. And he's like, he does care in his own way, but he's rather indifferent, like, because he has to be. Because it's just like, oh yeah, if the earth blows up, it's gonna suck, and I'm gonna miss the food, and I'll probably try to get the Dragon Balls to wish it back, but I'm not gonna act like I care. And like, while he does care, it's like very minimally shown at times. It's just like more of a convenience. Because most of the people in DB, when you think about it, they're kind of like a-holes in certain senses. But yeah, I think just because like you feel like, oh, he would kill me at any moment, and the fact that he is just kind of a dick most of the time, I'll put him okay. Like he's okay. He's better than freaking sexually assaulting your freaking student. But yeah, like it's good though. Yeah, Bisky. I love Bisky. She is my favorite character in Hunter x Hunter. And what's ironic is I really did not like the Greed Island arc. Like that was one of the arcs that just dipped for me, but I love her character. I think she was really, the fact that she was like, she saw Gon or Killua, like if I'm saying the names right, because I want to make sure I'm saying like, and the dub, how they said them. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna boost you guys up. I'm gonna train you. I'm gonna make you guys into diamonds. I like doing that. And then she showed she cared about them, and she showed that she was like, you know, a bit gruff on them, but like she worked them, and she greatly improved their abilities. Like she helped them so much improve their abilities. Like freaking Gon and Killua learned some awesome techniques through her. So yeah, that was, yeah, definitely mega boosted. So love her. Favorite character in Hunter x Hunter, no cap. Celestia, I mean, she doesn't really do much. That's funny. I love how they're bringing the horse days into this, but she doesn't really do much. I guess she did boost Twilight a bit, but then Twilight did like a lot of stuff like herself with her friends and all that stuff. And then like Rainbow Dash even called her out on it. So yeah, I would just put you in good. Like you do care, you do show you care, but like, yeah, you're a good teacher. You're a good teacher. Daniel LaRusso was great. Like Daniel LaRusso as a teacher for Cobra Kai, like he boosted Robbie, his daughter, and all of like Miyagi-Do like relatively fast. And also he shows that he cares about them. Like he's a great teacher in that sense. Like he will actively go out his way to be like, no, are they okay? What's going on here? Like I care about my students. I want them to be better. Like I really think like he is a great student. Great at boosting them, having like that whole thing of like, I'm here for you, I'll do this for you, I care for you. Honestly, like what would keep him from God tier, to be honest? Like he is, I mean, I guess sometimes he did abandon his students, and sometimes he did let his ego get the best of him, like with the whole like Johnny Lawrence thing. And there were times like it's just like, okay, yeah, that was kind of a hole-ish thing to do, Danny, like stuff like that. So you know, I'm gonna put him in great. He's a great sensei. The Demon Slayer corpse. So is this spoilers for the manga if I bring this up? Because I know like for instance they showed like what happened with the early stuff like right before the season ended, but I don't think they showed like, they never showed like the other training they did in the manga. So for the most part, they showed that they cared, and they showed that they're great teachers. So I'll say that. That's all I'm gonna say. Same with him. He showed he was a great teacher. He's just strict and rugged and stuff like that. Dopo Orochi, great teacher. Cares about his students. Hard on them. Very hard on them. But like he sent an entire, like all of his class after one guy. He sent all of his class after one guy. So like, you messed with my student, you're going down. He's strict, he's hard on them, but he works them into great people. So yeah, most definitely a great sensei. Tommy Oliver. Okay, so I'm gonna be real. I haven't watched Dino Crisis in years, probably a decade. Like it came out like what, 2004 or 5 or something like that. So I was like 14 when that came out. I haven't watched it in a long time. So, but a lot of people told me he was a good teacher, like, because I remember him becoming the White Ranger in that show, and he was a good teacher, but I don't remember him like boosting him or training him or like that much. Like I don't remember much of it. So for the most part, I'm just gonna put you in good because I remember you were awesome. Guy Sensei. Okay. Easily got tier. And do not at me at all in this. Like he loved all his students. He boosted Rock Lee mega, and he showed how much he loved his students. Like he boosted them all so incredibly. It sucks that the writers were like, they had different ideas, but thankfully Rock Lee's been reincarnated in the, you know, My Hero Academia, Black Clover, and that new Rock Lee meets Wizards manga, which I read, by the way. I'll probably have a video on that. But yeah, Guy Sensei is the GOAT. He is freaking goated. He loves them. He'll boost them. He'll like show them all that regardless. Like he is freaking great. I love that guy. Like he is amazing. All right, now we got Garp. Good old Garp. I'm gonna put you in great because you saw what he did to Kobe. Like he did freaking. Excuse me. Sorry, I probably should cut that out, but I'm not going to because I'm a piece of crap who's just wanting to get a fun video out. But yeah, I burped. So anyways, yeah, Garp. Great freaking teacher. He does so much for his students. Like Kobe. Like you have to think of it like this. Luffy pre-time skip had literally like all he had was his training with Garp and Ace as a kid, and that let him be able to body most of the people in pre-time skip days. Like he just was that strong. Like he didn't train like Zoro. He just got better through fighting and adapted, and most of that was from his toughness built from Garp. So Garp will boost you immensely. He does love his son. He does it, but he is very like aggressive. Like, no, I'm gonna throw you here. I'm gonna do this. You're gonna almost die in this contest, but yeah, you're gonna freaking you're gonna be great. You're gonna be great overall, but I'm gonna push you so hard that you might like feel like you're dying. But yeah, Garp is a great sensei. He will boost you immensely. He cares about you and does all that stuff. Same with Genkai. Genkai is freaking great. Genkai is a horror. Like she will work you hard. She will like be like strict. She'll insult you. She'll do all this stuff. But at the end of the day, she loves you. Like when she gave her energy to Yusuke in that cave and he was being ripped apart, she was like, I can't believe I'm hurting this poor kid. And then she was like trying to save him, but like no. So she does show it. She's just a bit more brutal with it and more, you know, spunky with it, but she is a great teacher and boosted Yusuke immensely how she trained him. So yeah, like nothing but love to her. She is freaking great. Love her. I don't know if I'm gonna start putting these like in how much order like I think they are, but yeah, I think she's great. She's great. Gojo. Okay, so all right, so I haven't read the manga, but I have caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen, the anime. Freaking great, by the way. I'm going to have a couple videos coming out on that, too. So be sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when that happens. I would say, you know, he loves his students because he got visibly mad when freaking Yuji. Did I say his name right? Itadori? Again, Yuji Itadori? I don't know if I'm saying his name right because people are always like, oh, you said the name wrong, but whatever. Like, Yuji, he cared a lot about him when he died, and then he did train him. And he did boost him from what he was. And even though he's like, oh, you got to make sure you eat these or so we can, you know, kill you when the time comes, even though they're probably going to write that off as something or something. Yeah. So, I would put him at, yeah. Cause I put him in great. Yeah. He's definitely a great teacher. Yeah. He did a lot for the kids and stuff like that to boost him. I think he could do a bit better with how he boosts. No, actually, yeah, because again, I don't know. I'm only an anime only on this. I'm an anime only and not a manga reader, so I don't know. So I'm just for now. I'm gonna put him in great because I really like his personality. I like how like he, you know, eggs on his students to be like, oh yeah, you guys are great, and yeah, he's awesome. Goku. Okay. This is a challenge. Okay. So Goku. Clearly, okay, yeah, you know what? I gotta put it like this. Goku clearly loves Gohan. He boosted Gohan so much. Like, it's night and day how much he boosted Gohan, like, every time he trains with him, especially in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. But how much did he boost Oob, though? How much did he I mean, like, GT, I know GT isn't quote-unquote canon, but, like, how much did he really boost Oob? Because Oob got kind of bodied. I mean, I guess I'm gonna rank this for how he did Gohan. Like, if Goku is interested and invested in helping you, he will help you reach new heights. That's what I think. Like, if Goku actually wants to help you, he will, if he's not so self-focused, or like you can help him, then it's going to help you a lot. So I'm definitely gonna put him in that because he does care about things next to him. Like, yeah, definitely, yeah, no contest. Gran Torino. Great. He's drill starting. I mean, the fact he literally took Deku from breaking every bone in his body to being like, yeah, dude, you need to learn how to control this. I watched this entire sports festival and you kept like effing yourself up. What was that, dude? And so he helped Deku actually be able to fight and be fast and do all this cool stuff that he knows. And so now Deku's able to gradually power himself up. Like, Gran Torino is great. He was strict on him, and he does care for the boy, and he does want the boy to be better. But yeah, like, he is great. Like, that's what I'm saying right now. Like, he is tough on you, but he'll give you all the stuff. He is most definitely a great sensei. No contest there at all. Like, he is phenomenal. Mihawk. I think Mihawk. Okay, so here's the thing. Mihawk will boost you immensely, like Beerus. But also, I feel like he's just sort of like I think he cares, but in his own way. But he doesn't. He wouldn't really show it in a way. Like he would never be like, oh, Zoro. Like I care about. Like he would never have a Rayleigh moment with Zoro. Like freaking what was I saying? Like freaking Rayleigh and Luffy's moment, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think he would do that, but he did boost. Zoro literally hasn't sweat much after 2 years, so that is no contest. Like he boosted him tremendously. So I would put him in a good teacher. Like yeah, definitely a good teacher. Hayato Furinji, great sensei. Tough on the boy, Kenichi, but he boosted him immensely. And he definitely cares about him, like he shows he cares about him. But like another thing is like at the end of the manga, spoilers by the way if you care, like Kenichi got with Miyu and had a daughter, and then the only way Kenichi could get with freaking Miyu, he said, was like if some person had to be strong enough to beat him in combat. So Kenichi beat him in combat and he respected him enough for beating him in combat to be like, okay, yeah, you know, you're part of the family now. Or he let Kenichi win and was like, yeah, you can be a part of the family, I don't care either way. Because like they most definitely had a battle, and they most definitely like that I love that whole notion about it. But yeah, he's great. He boosted Kenichi, he loves the boy, just shows it in his own way. Iroh, goated, god tier. Iroh is the quintessential, do not at me at all. Iroh is what everyone should strive to be like. He is perfect. He will show he cares about you. He will give you all of that love that you need. He will also boost you immensely so you can do all the things you need to do, like all he did for Zuko Prime Edition, but also with other characters too. Like he will give like his advice, his sage advice, all that stuff. God tier, no contest. God tier, freaking awesome ass character. Love Iroh. He is the goat, undisputed goat. Iruka Sensei. Okay, he was a good father, good like teacher, cared about Naruto, did all that stuff. But like, how much did he really like boost Naruto and the students when you think about it? Like, I mean, Naruto was I guess Naruto did steal and learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu, but like he didn't really learn any like game buster abilities with like Iruka. Like he was a great teacher. He was like a great, father figure. Again, I'm sorry about that. I guess I'm just getting passionate talking about this stuff. I'm gonna put you in good. Yeah, you're a good teacher. You're a really good teacher. You do so much more for the people. Like you're great. You're great. But when it comes to like boosting abilities, I put you in like a good category. You're awesome. Azumi Curtis with the nice titties. I'm sorry, she's more than that. Like she's great, and she loves big muscular men. So I like her even more. I'm gonna put her in great. Because like when you think about it, Ed and Al literally had like barely anything. Like they knew nothing of this stuff, and they went and learned, and then she was rough on them, but she helped them to fight. She helped them with their alchemy. She helped Ed become the youngest state alchemist there ever was, and Alphonse become a badass just as much. So yeah, that is immensely bizarre, and she does love and care for the boys like she shows numerous times. So definitely great. Dryad, great. Now this is one of those times where it's just like he gave Naruto the Rasengan. He helped him get better chakra control. He helped him teach him how to do certain tactics for battle. He was also a great loving father figure. He was also a great loving teacher, and he always showed it to him in like a great way. And I know I did that video when I was drunk, like saying, is he actually that good? Because like Naruto in 2 years, like you compare Naruto's 2 years to like Sasuke and Sakura's 2 years, and then they were just like on different levels, and he was still like doing basic stuff. Yeah, I would put him at a great. Yeah, he's definitely a great teacher. Great teacher. Does immensely a lot of stuff for him. Rest in peace to the go. All right, so John Kreese, on one hand, he boosted Johnny Lawrence to be able to boost all these other people, which is a good teacher in that sense, but he like mentally abused so much of his students to a point where like they have like issues with that stuff and different interacting with society. So that's terrible. Let's be real here. That's terrible. Like he is great at boosting you in certain things, but like those are just so low. It's just like, dude, come on now. Like no. And then let's go to Johnny Lawrence, who has had tremendous character growth in Cobra Kai. So yeah, most definitely a great sensei. Not perfect, not god tier, but like yeah, most definitely a great sensei. He does all his stuff to help out his students. He's tougher on them, but and like even if he's tough on them, he's come around so much to the point where like he genuinely cares about his students. Like that whole thing with Miguel and like him trying to help him get back on his feet and doing all that stuff. Yeah, that was just like makes a tear come to my eye. So yeah, he is a great sensei. I can't wait to see him and Danny train with each other in season 4. Sorry, that's a spoiler, but yeah, I love that. Let's see. Kakashi. You know, Kakashi's pretty great. He's pretty great. Like, he boosted Naruto immensely. Like, he helped him with that. He boosted Sasuke so fast, like in a month, like to learn that speed blitz and all that other stuff. Like, it was like insane. Like, he made Sasuke a completely different person. And he did show that he cared about him. And he did show that like, he loved him and stuff like that. It was just his own way. And he wasn't like overly strict on him. He was just like, oh no, I care about you. It's just like, you need to learn this because if you don't, you're not going to be a great, you know, in a sense, he helped Naruto learn the Rasen, Shuriken. Like, which is like with the wind thing. Holy, you know what? Honestly, and he was always there and stuff like that. And even though he was like more reserved, he was there all the time. You know, I honestly, I think I gotta put him in God tier. Yeah, I do. Like, some people may be like, well, what Jiraiya over there? Because like, no, again, Jiraiya helped Naruto a lot with a lot of stuff. Where you're like, oh, all right, that is so important to be a good father figure, and that is so important to learn this and this and this, and that he is great, and he is great. Like, I think some people, because I notice sometimes when I do these type of lists, people be like, why wouldn't he be God tier? Because of blah, 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 and it's just like, no, this is not bad at all. Like, the only thing is bad is like, around this area. Like, this is still great. Like, it's still great. Like, this is just like on a different level. Like, you cannot put like Iroh and someone like that on a different level. Like, I would just say, yeah, you know what? Let me think. Kakashi. Where would I put you? Great, or because like he does care, and he did boost them immensely when shown that he did. You know what? Yeah, I'll put him in great. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because the more I think about it, like I start thinking about it myself. Yeah, I'll definitely put Kakashi in. Like, he's a great teacher. Like, wait, let me, but no, is he? Yeah, I'll put him in great. Yeah. Kamigawa, great. No depth. Easily a great character. You know, he helped Ippo, helped Takamura, strict on them, hard on them, but he is definitely a great teacher. Yeah, he is a great teacher, no cap. Like, he will help them as a coach just to be to a different level. That whole thing in the manga that happened, which I won't spoil, was pretty touching. Him as being a boxer himself, having these badass fights when he was young, that was epic. I love this dude. I think he is so great, and the fact that he boosted Ippo so much with Takamura and all them, like, yeah, great coach, no doubt. King Kai. See, King Kai would literally be a god tier sensei, but there's something I have to take account. I guess it's just a problem with Toriyama and his writing, but like, okay, so King Kai boosted Goku immensely. He loved the boy. He cared about him, but then like when you go down to like Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu, and Piccolo, like it's just like, so you're telling me none of them learned the Kaioken or Spirit Bomb, and they were there way longer than Goku? Like, what? Like, what? Like, again, I'm not trying to be like that guy, but it is kind of a thing where I guess you could say writing wise, like, did they ever establish that, oh, they couldn't learn it, blah blah blah? But it's just like, I feel like Tien, of all people, would be like on his way to go, like, I need to master this, I need to do this, I need to do that, and like, you know, force Yamcha and all them to do it. So the fact that he didn't, I'm just gonna put you in great. Like, you're a great sensei, but like, yeah, I feel like all students go to him, they should be like that. Koharu from frickin' my How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift. If you watch my Rip Girls video, I love Koharu. She's a great teacher, really awesome. She's this muscular trainer, like Machio. She was able to spar with Ayaka and Xena and like boost them a little bit and show them stuff. She's relatively new, like she's only showed up like a couple times, but every time she shows up it's a joy, and she's like a great teacher. She shows she loves the kids. She shows like she gives them solid advice, and that's I'm kind of hoping for a season 2 just to see her. Like, she is great. All right, Kuro Sensei. Now I'm gonna be real. I've only seen the first 5 episodes. but everyone keeps telling me he's great now. I know the premise of why he came down was just like, look, I want you guys to try and kill me, but like, I don't know if the manga changes. I don't know if there is a manga to this or if this is an anime original thing, so I can't accurately rate this. But from what I've seen so far, like, he seems really passionate about helping people to get stronger, so I'm gonna put him in good teacher for right now, just because I don't know any better. So like, you know, if he does get better in the manga or the comics or anything like that, because I haven't finished the show. I haven't finished the show, but I saw a lot of people say I had to put him in there. And from what I've seen so far, he's a really good teacher. Really good teacher. Like him a lot. So yeah. The beard. The beard. Okay, I'm gonna put him in from Kengan. This is from Kengan Osher, by the way. I'm putting him in good. He did boost Rahito, the superhuman, a bit during the 2-year time skip, but I guess like he was more like, watch me and learn this, and he'll try to train you during the fight, and he is very cold and very reserved. He'll rarely show that he cares, but he does care. Like, he'll be like, all right, come on, you got this, kid. But yeah, he did boost Rahito a lot. He did make him a better fighter, but you know, I don't want to spoil something for Kengan Omega, so yeah, I'm just gonna put you in good. I think you're a good teacher. I think you're a good one overall. Lisa, great. Freaking Joseph's mom, like, you freaking weirdo with the Wincest, right, going on. Yeah, she was great. Definitely loved the boys. Showed it. Boosted them, almost killed them. But yeah, like, she was great. Pretty great teacher. Machio, god tier. God tier. Machio is freaking god tier from however the Danburu left. He boosted those girls so much. He always shows he loves them. He always shows he cares for them. And he's always there to educate them and be there, like, as like a kind parent figure for them. So yeah, in not that weird kind of way, but like, you know, he's always there showing his support for them in the proper way. So yeah, definitely god tier sensei. No cap. Don't even at me. Oh, the main 6. Okay, so, oh my god, wow, Applejack and Rainbow Dash are terrible. Starlight's a counselor. Twilight is decent. Rarity is a decent teacher. Fluttershy's a good teacher. Yeah, Pinky, good teacher. You know what? But they did help their students a lot, and they did make their students more powerful, and they do, yeah, you know, I put them a hair above Celestia, because, yeah, they were kind of, yeah, they were kind of meh with that thing. Like, I gotta say that, yeah, they were just kind of above. Like, when you compare all this, like, defeats and stuff from each, yeah, they're above. They're above. Mickey from Rocky. Yeah, well, he made Rocky be able to fight the world champion and win the second time around, or like come to a draw the first time around, nearly a draw the first time around, even though, like, quote unquote lost. So yeah, he did so much more, and he always showed that he rocked. He goes, that whole scene with like Mickey loves you from Rocky 5, like, yeah, that is a beautiful scene. God tier, no cap. Same Mr. Miyagi boosted Daniel LaRusso so much. Like, the fact that Daniel LaRusso is one of the top fighters in all of Cobra Kai, like one of the most powerful, and like from Mr. Miyagi's training, just says so much about him. And he clearly loved him, and he clearly wanted the boy to be best, and he did so much for that character. Yeah, Mr. Miyagi got here. Miss Frizzle. On one hand, I love that Miss Frizzle is in here, but like, did she? All right, so she was a good teacher. She almost got her student. I mean, I guess technically she never put them in like any real danger, but she did take her class to get jizzed on by a fish, and that's not me saying anything weird. That actually happened. But they did learn a lot, and there was I guess vicariously I did learn a lot too, because like I learned that you don't take your damn helmet off in space. So yeah, I would say, yeah, great teacher. Yeah, oh, Mrs. Tontini from The Weekenders, great underrated Disney show, needs to go on Disney Plus. She honestly, when you rewatch Weekenders as an adult, she gives some god tier advice. That's just like, wow, I never once thought of that. I highly recommend watching Weekenders if you haven't already, but like, Miss Tontini, Tino's mom, does so much stuff where it's just like, that is so valid. That is so good. Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're great. I'm gonna keep you like right here. Like, you are amazing, and you clearly love and care about all the people in the show. So yeah, she's great. She is great. Go watch The Weekenders if you haven't already, or go rewatch it if you haven't. It is such a great show. All right, Tokita Nico. He did show Ome cared. He boosted Oma a lot, especially when Oma got his memories back. Like, that's where he got his memories from. He did almost kill him during training, but like he was to make him tougher, and he did want Oma to be better and did save his life. So yeah, you know what? He's great. Great teacher. Great teacher. Obi-Wan. I got taken Clone War. Yeah, I had to go through Clone Wars. Definitely in Clone War. Yeah, Obi-Wan's great. Obi-Wan is great. In Clone Wars, like he did so much stuff that makes you go, oh, I appreciate this character. And then even though he did some stuff with Luke where it's like, oh, okay, I should have said that, but like it's okay. I understand why. So yeah, like and then I'm thinking of like comics too with what Obi-Wan did. Yeah, Obi-Wan's great. Obi-Wan is just great. I'm gonna put him in there. Like that's no cap. Oogway, great. Oogway's great. He helped train the Fearsome Five. He helped brought them in. He helped train Master Shifu. He was always there showing his care and support to like Poe, even when Poe was like, oh, I thought like I can't do this. It's like, oh, I make no mistakes. And he has those great quotes. How much? But like again, we didn't see much of him, right? We didn't really see much of it. We just heard stuff. Like we see him be like a kind magic sensei, but we don't actually see him like train or do all the stuff during training and stuff like that, unless they did that in shorts. But so for right now, I'm gonna put him in great. He is definitely a great teacher. Okay, so Piccolo before would be a good teacher because he was so brutal, but right now, like he is like, he'll call you on your crap. He'll be like, no, like this is how we're gonna get stronger. This is what we need to do, and then he'll give you a pep talk. Like, yeah, you ain't bad, kid. Oh yeah, you boosted yourself up. I like that. Respect that. So like the fact that how he trained Gohan is super. Yeah, great. No contest right there. He is most definitely great. There we go. Rayleigh. Great sensei. That guy did so much for Luffy in those 2 years of time skip where he was like, okay, look, this is how you learn all these types of hockey. This is how you master it. By the way, I have a hockey video coming out for real life, so you can subscribe and be sure to check that out. But also like the fact he like cried his eyes out when like he saw Luffy able to go on. He's like, I'm so happy for this kid able to do it. Like he is so great. He boosted him immensely. He did that. He was rough on him when he put his like, look, you could almost die out here. Look, you're almost gonna die out here, but it's gonna make you stronger, kid. All right, look, you're not gonna have any self-doubt. I'm gonna be hard on you. I'm gonna be rough on you, but you're gonna get stronger. So yeah, definitely Luffy, he is a great teacher overall. Oh yeah, my man from Mob Psycho. Okay, for the fact that like, okay, I know for some people were like, oh, well, he was a scam artist and did this, but like, if you kept watching Mob Psycho, he does this thing where he's like basically tells Mob like, no, you are the main character of your story. You need to be able to be better. Even though you have all these powers and abilities and stuff like that, I'm still gonna treat you like a kid and respect you and stuff like that, even though I'm using you for this stuff. And then later on, he gets his. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't watched Mob Psycho. It's really good, but like, yeah, like he did a lot for Mob, like especially in the end. So yeah, great. Rocky. How much did he boost? Rocky, okay, how much did he boost Apollo? Well, Adonis Creed, not, yeah. How much did he boost him in Creed? Because Rocky is great. He boosts, well, he lost before all those characters, and then he started training them, and he boosted them a lot, and then he showed he cared about it. He was always there for him, like as a replacement father figure once he figured it out, and through the cancer. Yeah, that movie, honestly, he had several scenes that made me cry. So Guy cry, Creed 2, Guy cry, yeah, all that stuff. So yeah, he's great. Roshi. God tier, yeah, more a thing about God tier. Like he was always there for his students. He always would boost them. He always encouraged them, rough on them, but he loved them all the way through and was like, okay, we're gonna do this and do that, and he had a fun time with them all the way through. Like, yeah, Roshi, God, he like it's night and day how much he boosted Krillin and Goku. Like when at the start of the series, the fact he made them into like superhumans, where it's like they are moving so fast in original Dragon Ball that when you go back and when you go and watch Super, it's like, all right, if you were this fast in original Dragon Ball, y'all should be moving like the Flash and like be able to build buildings and have like full length entire conversations and stuff like that with speed and do all this Speed Force stuff. That it's absolutely insane. Like it's absolutely incredibly insane. So yeah, Master Roshi, God tier, no contest. Not with like women, but with his students, most definitely. Even Yamcha boosted tremendously for Master Roshi. Okay, Saitama, I guess by proximity, he did boost Genos because Genos was like, oh, I need to get stronger to fight this. So I'm going to go get upgrades. So it did make him. And he is a decent friend. He's just sort of like, you know, chill and indifferent. Like, okay. Yeah, like, no one could beat me. You know, just like, yeah, you can hang out, I guess. You know, chill. I'm going to put you in good. I'm gonna put you in good because he is a good friend, but he isn't like a master like the other ones up there, like stuff like that. He's not gonna boost you exponentially like that. And I'm super excited for the manga to get to a certain scene, but yeah, it's so good. One Punch Man manga is so good. Also gave me a new crush. Love this girl. Let's see. Master Shifu, great. Look what he did with Poe in the Fearsome Five, no contest. And then like especially in later movies, like Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2 are some of the best like just movies ever. Like they're great. Like I love Kung Fu Panda 2 is like so legitimately great. I love that film. Master Shifu like has done so much for Poe and the Fearsome Five. Like yeah, he's great. No contest there. He's great. Shigure Kosaka. Oh yeah, she's extra great for many reasons. But yeah, she loves the boy. She taught him weapons. She's one of the masters of Ryo-Senpaku. Wait, where is that guy with the mustache from Ryo-Senpaku? Huh? He's not here. Kensei Ma, where is he at? Huh? That's weird. You know what? I'm gonna put you. Yeah, she deserves great. She like most of Ryo-Senpaku senseis, like freaking Sakagi right here, Shio Sakagi, like they're great. Like they're great because all of them in unison help boost you immensely, but also make you like they do come to love you as one of their own. Like especially freaking her. Like she was so quiet and chill, but like Kenichi made her smile when she was always like so morbid. Like, yeah, I love her. She is awesome. Yeah, I love her. Freaking awesome, Shigure. Shredder. Okay, with Karai, he boosted her exponentially in like most times, but yeah, he like will literally like he kills some of his students. I mean, there's that whole time where he will sometimes like threaten them like with death if they F up or something like that. Well, so while you will get gains training under him, it's not gonna benefit you in the long run. While on the flip side, Splinter. And most versions of Splinter, like this is 2012 specifically, who's the GOAT, but like, you know, Rise, 1987 and 2003 Splinters, they all did great. They boosted April, they boosted the Turtles, they were kind father figures to them. Though Rise one, it took a little while longer for him to get there. Yeah, but like this one, 2012 Splinter is the best, no cap. Honestly, really great, showing he loves his students like he is a father. He always calls them his son. He has phenomenal wisdom that he passes on to them, that he's just like, yeah, this is why you shouldn't let this experience get to you, and this is what happens. Such a good teacher. Love him so much. By the way, my Mega TMNT video is coming out April 9th, 2021. So be sure to subscribe again. Like, I know I keep doing these little things, but I'm just telling you all the stuff I have out. So if it's interesting or fun to you, yeah, definitely check it out. Tenzin, great teacher. He was a little rough around the edges at first. Like he was a little rough around the edges, like with Korra, because he was like, it has to be done this way. And then with his Airbender students, he's like, look, it has to be done this way. Excuse me, I'm just gonna get a quick drink. But he loves his students. He cares about them. Harsh on them. He did eventually get to the point where he was like really great, but he was just trying his best. Like he is just a person trying his best. I have nothing but love for Tenzin. He is so great. Toph is another one that's great, where it's like she is such a tsundere when you get down to it. Like she loves her students, even like in comics when she's starting. She'll be rough on you, she'll be tough on you, but like you will get stronger from it. And then excuse me again, sorry, burping in the mic, disgusting, I apologize. But like the fact that she will always be there to like help elevate you and to like help all these people become metal benders. Like remember, she was the prime metal bender, so all the people who learn metal bending is now thanks to her, thanks to passing it down. So yeah, she is just top tier. The fact she trained her daughters in metal bending, she is able to like make it into this worldwide thing. She is a great teacher, just rough around the edges, and hence why she's my favorite character in Avatar, though Iroh is very close second. All right, so Urahara from Bleach. All right, now I'm gonna be completely real with you. I don't remember much of Bleach because I moved when I was watching it. So like it started, like I moved in 2005 from where I was staying, and I was like getting into it gradually. So the only one I really saw was Yorichi, who I'm gonna put in great. I think Yorichi was great. She helped boost Ichigo from all the episodes I saw, and then like cared for him and did all that stuff. And also she's sexy as fuck. Like I love my dark, sexy women. But yeah, Urha, I don't know. Like I've heard from people say he's great, but I've also heard people say he's I can't put my experience on it. But if you want me to, I'll put him in great or good. So I think a lot of people want me to put him in great because of what he did to Ichigo and stuff. But I'll just leave him there. Whis, great. Whis is honestly, when you think about it, the best teacher you could ever have, because since he would know exactly what to do to make you be the best you possible. Like he would go like, okay, what do I need to learn? Like he already knows exactly your biology, what you need to learn. Like, okay, this is what we need to work on. This is what you need to strengthen. This is what your weak points are. Like he would know all of that exactly. But what keeps him from being God tier is the fact, what, don't let me ever put you down there. Come on, freaking, yeah, my God, you stay right there. But what keeps him from being, God tier is the fact of like his angel indifference. Because again, like the same thing with Beerus, it's he loves Earth, he loves like the food on Earth, and he does like the people there. But again, like if the Earth was to blow up or like people were to die and stuff like that, his angel indifference would be like, oh yeah, well, you know, stuff happened, you know, we go on, stuff like that. So it's greatly that indifference like keeps him from getting up to the top, in my opinion. But yeah, he's great. He's really great. Yami, you see, he taught freaking Asta how to sense ki and made that boy bulk up immensely. Need I say less? Need I say less? Yami is freaking good. Such a manly man. Yoda, Clone Wars Yoda, great. Also, how he boosted Luke, great. Now Yujiro, fuck. All right, see, there's a part of me that's like, okay, I should put him in terrible, but there's this thing in the manga, which is kind of a spoiler, where he's like, you learn why he does what he does, and he does care about Baki in his own way, and he does show it in his own way. It's just, there are things you gotta get by, like, oh, he killed his wife, you know, even though it's like, they explain why he did that. It's just, you know, certain things that make you go, like you've done a lot of effed up stuff, but I'd say okay, okay, teacher. Like, yeah, he's honestly, because he did boost Baki a lot as a kid, even if it was very small. So yeah, he did train him. It's just, yeah. And then Zeppeli, of course, great. Taught Jonathan how to use freaking Haman and helped him become a master of it, so he was able to get on with his life. So yeah, definitely a great character. Love him. Great there. So a lot of great senseis in fiction, a lot of good senseis, some okay ones and some terrible ones, but yeah, they're the god tier. They stand up there at the best. Tell me down below who's your personal favorite sensei. Tell me what they why they are your personal favorite, like how they inspire and motivate you. And then also tell me, like, if you made this far in the video, type in god tier Iroh, because I just love that little thing at the end. It lets me know like who made it this far. So god tier Iroh, it does so much. That is awesome. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned something. Be sure to hit that bell icon and subscribe. Again, I got tons of great videos coming. You definitely want to see my hockey in real life video I've been working on. And just thank you all so much for your stuff. Vegeta Tough Light Tunes is being edited on for people who are wondering about that. And yeah, I wanted to thank you all again for your work, and I'll talk to you later. But remember, like I always say, keep calm, booyah on. Don't forget, Momentai. Now go find a good sensei and be the best hero of your story. Peace.